Hey, it's DMP. I'm back with 19 through 10. We're gonna go ahead and start with number 19. Number 19 is Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Um, Hedwig is a good movie, and it's good if you like musicals, and the songs are really creative, and it's all original, and that's what I liked about it. A lot of people really like the soundtrack and everything like that, but it has a funny storyline too. It's about an immigrant and how he got how he got into to the United States, which is very interesting. So check that out, Hedwig and the Angry Inch, number 19. Very good one, especially if you like musicals. The next one is number 18 is Billy's Hollywood Screen Kiss, if I could say it right. It stars Brad Rowe and I forget his name, but it's Jack from Will and Grace. He's gay, and the other character, Brad Rowe, is not, and he kind of falls in love with him. It's a typical story about falling in love with someone that you can't have, and we've all been there. But it's a good storyline, and it's got it's kind of, you don't know where it's gonna go, so it's kind of leaves you hanging a little bit because you can't really figure out how it ended, and you'll find that out when you watch it. But check it out. It's Billy's Hollywood Screen Kiss, number 18. Number 17 is Boy Culture. Boy Culture is a little more popular. People really liked it. A lot of people said that, oh, just make it through the first 20 or 30 minutes because it's going to be shitty and then the next will be good. But I really liked it from the very beginning. I mean, it was a really good movie, and it's kind of about three roommates that are kind of all secretly in love with each other, kind of a little triangle thing, and things happen here and there, and it's kind of superficial in some of the gay things that they do, and. But other than that, it's a good movie, and I like the storyline, and it's a really good ending. I love a happy ending, and that was a really good one. So check out Boy Culture. Number 16 is Trick. This is from 1999, if I believe. I might be wrong on that. It was Tori Spelling started to make her movie comeback, after 90210. And, it's about a couple, two men that meet each other, and he really likes this very handsome guy, but then he finds out this handsome guy has this reputation. He's a horrible person. He's done this and he does that. So he tries to kind of stay away from him a little bit. But it turns out that all that stuff was kind of lies, and he ends up being a really good guy. And they end up being with each other. And our movie all takes place in one night, so it's kind of weird about it too. It's like one of the one-day movies, so you really don't know how it ends. Check out Trick. That is number 16. Number 15 is Alexander. It was a very big blockbuster movie. It's, of course, Colin Farrell, the great. It's funny. The ironic thing about it is it shows that things haven't changed, because he had a secret, gay lover on the side, but yet he had a woman that he bore children with that was married to, just to please society, and I think, and though I would never do that, married just, and I thought about it when I was younger, married just to make everyone else, the family, happy, and just to be part of society. But, some people do that, a lot of men get married, have kids, and they have a secret lover on the side, and they really don't love their wife, I'm not saying it's the wrong thing to do, it's not the right thing to do, but it's just misleading, and this movie shows that shit hasn't changed since BC. They did it back then, and guys still do it today. Other than that, that's what I really liked about the movie. Other than the killing scenes and the action, I really like that. It's got some real gory knife scenes and stuff like that are really cool. So it's got sex, it's got violence, it's got all the things that make a good movie. So check that out, Alexander, which I'm sure most of you guys have seen before, but if you have, check it out again, it's good. Number 14 is Milk. We all know who Harvey Milk is. If you are a member of the gay community, you definitely know Harvey Milk. What he did is, he was a politician, he did all kinds of stuff, I don't want to go into all of it, but just watch the movie and you'll see how he changed the outcome and really helped mold things in society to where they are today for the LGBT community. So check that out, Harvey Milk. There's also a documentary on it. Check that out. I can put it on here. But definitely watch a movie before you watch the documentary. That's Milk number 14. Number 13 is Eating Out 2. Now, I watched Eating Out 1. It was so stupid. I almost turned it off a couple times. I barely even made it through. It was so dumb. And I didn't like it. So almost didn't even watch Eating Out 2. But when I did, I totally loved it. It was so funny. All I did was just crack up the whole time. And it wasn't over the top, like gay stuff, like shoving stuff up their asses and shit like that. It wasn't, raunchy stuff. It was good, clean fun. And it was a good gay comedy, and I really enjoyed it. So if you saw one, don't hold that against it. 2 is a whole different ballgame. It's really funny. Check it out. Eating Out 2. Number 13. Number 12 is Hellbent. Hellbent, if you don't know it, there's not that many. I don't even know another one besides this one. It's kind of a gay horror type thriller movie. It's about a guy who kills, but he's only after gay men. He won't kill women or anything like that. So he takes place in West Hollywood on a Hollywood night, and he slices and dices everybody up. I won't tell you, but it's a horror movie. It's kind of ones that'll, scare you and make you throw your popcorn up in the air. But it's a very good movie. So check out Hellbent if you're in the mood for a good horror thriller. That is number 12. And number 11 is Party Monster. Party Monster is based on a true story, and again, there's also a documentary that came out before the movie, which is called Shockumentary, and it's about a guy named Michael Alig, and it's very interesting. And he's in prison now, so it has an interview from prison. But I recommend watching the movie before the documentary, because the movie definitely is better. The documentary is kind of just clips, but it's not, not the whole storyline. But check out the movie. It's really good. Party Monster. It stars Seth Green, Macaulay Culkin. It talks about the club kids of the 80s. And I don't know, I'm 33, but I don't know how old some of you guys might be. Some of you guys are younger than me and never heard of that. Some of you guys are older than me, maybe have been a club kid. But it was when they introduced kind of the scene. And the club kids were kind of weird. They dressed off the wall. They wore crazy costumes, crazy makeup, did drugs. That was when ketamine first came out, Special K, we all know that. And ecstasy hit the scene, and those drugs hit the scene. Cocaine's always been part of the 80s, but all those drugs kind of hit the scene, and it was a big party. And they really weren't gay. They really weren't bisexual. They weren't straight. They had no sexual preference was their thing or something. So it was kind of weird, but I really enjoyed it. And once you see it and you see the documentary, you can't believe that stuff really happened. It's in the movie. But it's got a good storyline. It's exciting, and it's funny. And check it out, Party Monster. Number 10 is going to be the last one, and then we're going to go to the last segment, which is going to be 9 through 1. Number 10 is Wild. Wild is the story of Oscar Wilde. If you guys haven't seen it, it's very good. It stars a young Jude Law, and he it's a story. Oscar Wilde falls in love with somebody that's just not right for him, but he just can't help it. I think most of us have been there before. So check that out. It's about his story and the struggles and what he had to sacrifice to be who he was. And he was a great author, and there's a lot of great things in the movie. And there's a lot of little wisdom quotes that he has that I really enjoyed throughout the movie that you could take with you. But that's going to be 19 through 10, and we'll be back with 9 through 1. Take it easy.